Welcome to the Anime Index, where we explore anime's most iconic character concepts and worlds. Today, we're revving up our chainsaws and diving into one of anime's prettiest underdogs. Denji from Chainsaw Man. Yeah, he is my last name. Denji's story starts at rock bottom. A kid drowning in debt after his father's suicide forced him to hunt devils to survive. He lives in a shack, eats moldy bread, and dreams of the smallest comforts: jam on toast, a warm bed, and someone to hug. His only friend? Pochita, a tiny chainsaw devil who doubles as both a weapon and a companion. Together, they form a bond that goes beyond survival. It's the first and only love Denji knows. But when Denji is betrayed and slaughtered by Yakuza-possessed devils, Pochita sacrifices himself to save Denji's life. He fuses with Denji's heart, creating something new and terrifying: Chainsaw Man. Unlike other heroes of the shonen variety, Denji doesn't dream of being Hokage or the Pirate King. He just wants a decent life, good food, and someone to love him. Even after joining public safety under Makima, his motivations stay personal: kissing a girl, playing video games, eating udon. But these small goals mask something deeper: Denji's desperate need for human connection. He's constantly manipulated, used, and dehumanized by the very people who claim to protect him. And yet, Denji keeps going. Not for glory or justice, but because he's stubborn enough to want to live. So much so that the name Chainsaw Man itself is a power that devils fear. Denji's ability to pull the ripcord on his chest and unleash a brutal chainsaw form makes him a killing machine. But this power comes at a cost: his humanity. Every time Denji fights, he risks losing a little more of himself to the primal force of Chainsaw Man. And the world responds with equal fear and fascination. Makima, a mysterious high-ranking devil hunter, takes a special interest in him. Not for who he is, but what he is. Denji becomes a symbol, a weapon, a tool, but rarely is he ever seen as a person. The more he's used, the more his pain becomes masked by blood and adrenaline. But every fight Denji wins is also a choice: to keep moving, to cling to a life some would argue barely holds meaning. Despite everything, Denji builds real connections that chip away at his loneliness. Aki, the stoic devil hunter, becomes an unlikely older brother figure, strict but caring in his own way. Power, the chaotic blood devil, becomes a best friend, roommate, and strange kindred spirit. Their trio forms something rare in the world of Chainsaw Man: a fond family. These bonds don't just make Denji stronger, they remind him of why living is worth it. Even small moments, like going to the movies or caring for a sick power, shows Denji's growth through the series. He's no longer the boy who just wanted to touch a girl's chest. He's someone who's learning to care, even when it hurts. The character of Denji in Chainsaw Man is so iconic because he is so flawed, so raw, and so painfully real. He doesn't fit the mold of a noble anime protagonist, and that's the point. His journey isn't about destiny, it's about survival, love, and identity in a brutal world. Even with a chainsaw tearing through devils, his real battles are emotional: learning to trust, to grieve, to be more than just a weapon. When you look past the gore and insanity, you find a boy who just wants to be seen. And in a world where everyone uses each other, Denji's desire for something honest makes him unforgettable. Thanks for watching, and remember, support the official release. You can stream Chainsaw Man legally on Crunchyroll to experience Denji's brutal, heartfelt journey for yourself. And if you like this episode of the Anime Index, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. For all things anime.